Hello everybody, welcome back to my build of the village in Valheim. So as you can see, I've completed the portals, or as many of them as I plan to do for now, and I've put this little thingy in the centre of the back wall with a couple of health potions and a stamina potion. Now I'm about to start doing the walls, or preparing for the roof. So I'm going to start with wood iron beams just because I need the strength of them, and I'm flying just to save having to build scaffolding and all of that business. So this will help support the roof better. Oops, I only needed four for that. Never mind. When in creative mode, if you destroy something and pick up the stuff for it and then continue building with the same materials, it'll use the materials in your inventory first. No, those are wrong. That's wrong. Should be, oh, it doesn't matter. Probably better if it's in the ground. I don't really want them. That's too high anyway. Wanted it lower. Let's take this one out and just take two out actually, and pick up the materials because, as I said, I will use them on the next pole, and put a little single one on it. Still too high. Want it to just come to the top of that beam, that pole. Alright, so as you can see, when I put in the you won't really see it very much at this level because there's only two things there, but if you put the poles on, they eventually go green and then go from blue to green and then yellow. Let me see if I can demonstrate. So that one's blue. Probably the next one will be, no, see, the next one's green. And the same with the iron poles. If you put one in, it's green because it's on stone. Theoretically it should be blue, but anyway, let's not worry about that. And then they go up. I think they take 3 or 4 before they change. Anyway, quite a lot. But if you put a log around a pole, it seems to make the log blue all the way up. Let me just add a couple more to see. Not all the way up, obviously. There is height limit. Oh, that's not in the right place. I'm having trouble seeing it. That'll do. See, now that's blue. Whereas if I built the log pole just by itself, I could just make the iron beams, but they wouldn't be blue. So if I make just the log pole, it's green. Alright, let's remove all of that because we don't need it. That was just a little explanation. Because I know a lot of you know this stuff, but I also have people watching who don't know. So wonder whether it's because the ground's not completely high here. Not completely touching. Anyway, let's do the sides first. So what I want to do is put these yeah, oh, I don't really want them in the middle of the thing. the middle of the portal. Although I could stick the sign on them. Let's see. No, it can't be in the middle of the portal because you've got to go through the portal. Let's put it at the side here. 2. Yep. 1, 2. I don't want too many, too big a gap between them because it reduces the strength somewhat. Somewhere along the way I got something wrong there. Oh, I think it's the actual portals, or where I've placed the portal things. I don't want too many poles in the build, but I need the structural stability for the roof I'm doing. I might even need to put one here. All right. So on the corners I'm doing the poles for strength. I'm not sure if I need to do wood poles because what I want to put in is dark wood. It's blue, so that is good. There we are, make sure they're all blue. That's important to the build, that they're all blue. Maybe I'll take the that out and put core wood in there. I mean, dark wood in there as well. We'll see. And then again with the beams. So we'll do one side so you can see it, and then I'll do the other side as a jump cut or time lapse. You see how they're green now? I wanted them to still be blue, but never mind. As long as they're green, that's all right. It should give me the height I want. Okay. And now I want the dark wood beam on the top, so it looks nice. And that makes it blue again. I don't know. I found that even although these show up as blue in my experiments, they actually don't have the same structural stability as blue. You would think it would. You would expect it would, but it doesn't seem to have the same. Things go green and red very quickly when you attach to them. All right. I hope I'm making sense. I feel like I'm talking rubbish. Anyway, now let's make them pretty. I like the look of this. The reason I'm using it is for the look. That front bit where the stairs are, I have a feeling is going to be less stable because I don't want a pole in the middle of the 3 stairs. Anyway, we'll see. Let's put them all facing this way first, instead of keep changing directions. Alright, so that's one side done. Going to do the same across the back and down the other side. So I'll stop talking because this will be a bit of a jump cut. Okay, so here we are, just doing the last of it. And the spacing I've done is more for the decorative effect of having the smaller arches on the corners, although I didn't do it at the back, which I probably should have done. Make all the corners the same. I can still do that, of course, just by putting another one in here, but then it makes everything else uneven, so the back will have to be different. And then let's do the iron beams. That didn't go right. As I said, I'm a little bit cautious about the stability of this. There's the roof above this because, as you can see, it is green, but it's not as green. You have a sort of the gradations from dark to light green. Long one, I want the long one. Alright, oh, that's blue, so that's alright. Now let's do the arches all the way around. Come on, get in. In you go. That's the way. Oh, I haven't done the poles yet. We'll do those in a minute. I just wanna while I've got them, not like that. While I've got them facing the one direction, I might as well do them all. Let's do the poles. No. That's better. Alright. And turn them around the other way. Okay. Now this side. Get out of the way. I'm always getting stuck on things. So one of the good things about Valheim, which I've probably mentioned a million times, is that you get 100% of your building materials back. So if you're not sure what to do, just experiment until you find something you like, because you can always break it and get your materials back to try again something else. And, you know, to be honest, most of my building is trial and error. Obviously, I know some things that work and some things that don't, but oh, that went on the wrong place. I've run out of hammer. Let's do this for more accurate demolishing. That obviously was meant to go in there. There, that's better. All right, let's look for some more stray bits. I have problems with my eyesight, so the stray bits is a common theme for me. All right. Now, what I want to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So down the center here, I'll just stay completely on that tile. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 4. All right. I think this is right. It's for the centerpiece. I'll decide whether I'm going to make it bigger later. And got to make sure it's exactly in the right spot. Yep. Yes. All right. Now for the, no, not wood beam. Wood iron. For the roof. Oh, no, I wasn't going to do beams, that's right. This is the bit where I'm likely to be demolishing and rebuilding several times to get it sitting exactly where I want it. So I want that there. That's not actually going to stay there, it's being used as a snap point. This one also is being used as a snap point. I need it to be in the right spot. That's right. Now I can take these out because I actually don't want the 45 degrees there. And again, it's just going to be a matter of going all the way around doing this. So yeah, if you're using the shift button to make something sit where you want, as I did here with the reference one, I got it exactly where I wanted it for the first one. To save having to do that every time, you just point to the side of the thing you want to snap to, instead of trying to point at the beam and have the same problem every time. And in my beginner series, as I said, if you're having difficulty placing, get it next to, slide it up or down, whichever way, just sliding. Now for these ones, I can use this as a reference because it should touch on the corner. If it's not touching on the corner, it's too low. Alright, so we've got the first layer. Now we have to rinse and repeat. So let's see if we can place the corner on. It's usually easier once you've got something to sit it on. Something to snap it to. Alright. And the second one. One of those didn't place correctly. It's the trouble with trying to do it at a distance. I prefer to place at a distance, but sometimes you get it not quite right. Or it may just be that, no, That's where the problem is. Now I'm going to have to take them all out. We all make mistakes, apparently, when building. I make a lot of mistakes. And I never claim to be an expert on building. I would class myself as probably a slightly advanced beginner in building when I see some of the builds that are out there. Right, so centerpiece. Let's put 1, 2, 3, 4. I only noticed these triangle bits the other day. Don't know if they're new, but I had to test them out and see. Oh, that's quite nice. This is really just testing out because I've not done this before. As I say, I only noticed the triangles the other day. So that squares it up with the roof. I actually don't need I need I need the sides longer than wider. I can do that this way. Yeah. I'm really not sure I really want it that big, but that's what it's going to be. Let's do marble stairs. Get out the way. There we are. And then do the middle bit. And again, I'm not completely sure what I'm doing here. This is experimentation. So they're not quite right. But I'll get my marble back and can do it again. So maybe not one of those. Let's try one of those. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Don't think that one's in right. No, it's not. That's better. Now, don't know. No, I don't like that. Let's try this. Does that look stupid? Probably, yes. It snapped into the wrong place anyway. That's better. Right. Now let's try this again. I need to get up above it so I can see that it's centered. There we are. Now, back to the beams, the wood iron. Stuck on the roof. So this layer, I have two choices. I can either remove this layer or move these in. And so they're not right on the edge. And I think I'll move them in. Let's see. Let's see if that works anyway. Oh, equip it. Let's put it in the center here. Right up against this. It's actually not going to be rectangular, which was the whole point of putting these extra bits on. So I have, again, two choices. I could take the extra bits off and move it all in slightly, or I can build in here. And I need a spacer to get it right. Not pole, the little one. There. And there. I think that's right. Let's do it this way. Right. If I don't put the spacer in, it'll won't be even, and then it won't sit straight. So I'm just holding the shift key to get it lined up with it, but on the marble and not on the wooden pieces. Actually, should go down to the ground because this is green. If I bury it into the ground, still green. It's supposed to be blue. That's blue. Should be a couple of layers of blue before it goes green. Well, let's do the wood iron or the dark wood and see if that makes a difference. What's blue? I need to put another iron one on. Yeah, see now that's blue. Alright, and now we can put the thingy back in. That we took out. I don't think that's in the right place. If it's not working for you, take it out. Do it again. So I think I'll put it exactly where that one is. They should be exactly the same level, but they're not. Why? Oh, let's go on up and see if it's just my eyesight. Nope. They're not on the same level. this one's not going down into the ground. We can force it. There. Oops. That was a silly thing to do. I got rid of the wrong one. Alright, try it again. Make sure the right one is highlighted before you destroy it. Okay, now they're the same height. There we are. We have our roof. There's probably a little bit on either end, but it doesn't actually cover. So we can take this out one more to cover it. Not sure how it'll look though. So let's see. No, come on, you've got to snap onto the end of there. That's right. Oh yeah, it looks all right. See, sometimes you just try things and they either look good or they don't look good. And if they don't look good, you can just remove them. Oops, wrong spot. Or if you misplace them. One of these is not in the right spot. No, still not in the right spot. I think these two need to flip over just slightly. Let's pick up this stuff. Reuse it. I'm not sure if this roof ridge is going to quite sit over the top. Well, I think that's good, as good as we're going to get. Turn it around. They definitely clip in better when you turn them around the right way. And then just to finish off, normally I would go with the dragon head, but because I've used dark wood, I'm going to go with the raven. I prefer the dragon head, but obviously the raven is better for a dark wood build. Okay. Although this is light, so I could put the dragon. It would still fit colour-wise. Just see if it's straight. I think it is. Yeah. There we go. The last thing is just to do the edges here, which again is going to be 26 degrees, although that one needs to come out until I've worked out the corner. Actually, I think it goes in on this one. Let's put the corner in first. And put this in. Not quite. Wrong spot. These little bits are fiddly, as you may have noticed. Pick up all of these because I'll use them again. Okay. Now, get that right. And then the rest of it should flow. It's just getting the first part right. That's the key. In these builds, well, in any build really. And again, the corner. Is that right? No, it's not sitting quite right. I know these things don't line up very well with each other. And if I put it where it wants to snap, unfortunately you have that rim there on the roof, which I don't want. So this is clipping, that one's clipping through, and the other three sides are not. And that might be the problem. Let's do it, show you on this side, then I'll fix it up off camera so that next time you come on you can see it. You see how it doesn't clip through now? It sits exactly where you want it to sit. Alright, so I need to fix up this row of the roof. But I'll do that off camera. I'll just finish this side so you can get an idea. So this is what it's going to look like. That's very high, very tall. But anyway, we'll look at it from down here. And here. Oh, can't see the apron, the flare. So that's what the build is going to be. I've got to fill in the walls yet in the back here. And yeah, really finish off the build, but that's basically yeah, that's the basic build. It's just the prettying up that needs to be done. And I need to put those two marble bits back in here. So thank you for joining me. Next time I'll have this roof finished, and next time we'll fill in all the walls and put in the gates. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.